The snowy peaks of Park City, Utah, are typically reserved for the gritty, unpolished grit of independent filmmakers, but this year, the Sundance Film Festival witnessed a different kind of production, the meticulously staged arrival of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. While the festival is built on the sweat and sacrifice of indie artists, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex reportedly bypassed the traditional, starving artist route, instead opting for what critics are calling a high-priced ticket to relevance. Their sudden appearance at the premiere of the documentary Cookie Queens has ignited a firestorm of skepticism, with industry insiders suggesting the couple didn't earn their seats through creative merit, but rather, shamelessly, bought their way into the festival's prestigious orbit by attaching their Archewell brand to a project just as the cameras started flashing. The executive producer, Fast Track. In the world of prestige cinema, the title of executive producer is often a polite euphemism for the person who brought the checkbook. For Meghan Markle, a woman who has struggled to find a solid footing in Hollywood since the Megxit fallout, the Sundance appearance felt less like a celebration of film and more like a tactical land grab. Cookie Queens, a documentary following the high-stakes world of Girl Scout cookie sales, suddenly gained the Sussex seal of approval just in time for the 2026 festival circuit. Critics argue that this is a classic Meghan maneuver, identifying a project with built-in, wholesome appeal and attaching her name to it to secure a photo op with the likes of Amy Redford, daughter of the legendary Robert Redford. By positioning themselves as the champions of underrepresented voices, the couple managed to secure a red carpet moment that many filmmakers spend decades trying to achieve. It wasn't about the art, it was about the access. A masterclass in calculated timing. The timing of this Sundance debut is particularly controversial, occurring just days after Prince Harry's emotional and highly publicized testimony in London against Associated Newspapers Limited. While Harry was in the UK claiming that the press had made his wife's life an absolute misery, Meghan was reportedly preparing for her Utah close-up. The contrast is jarring. The courtroom, Harry paints a picture of a couple seeking privacy and safety from a predatory media. The red carpet, Meghan poses in a $900 a 9 coat and mother, runaway, jeans, leaning into the very cameras her husband claims to despise. This controversial duality is exactly what frustrates the Sussexes' detractors. They utilize the media when it serves the brand, such as a high-profile festival appearance, while simultaneously litigating against it when the narrative shifts out of their control. At Sundance, the privacy they ostensibly crave was nowhere to be found, replaced by a thirsty pursuit of the A-list validation they were denied at the Valentino funeral in Rome. The anatomy of the Sundance photo op. The festival appearance was a symphony of staged moments designed to rebrand the Duchess as a media mogul. But behind the chic black turtlenecks and the low-key smiles lies a ledger of strategic investments. Element the Sussex, strategy the industry reality. Credit executive producers via Archewell. Often an 11th-hour financial attachment for prestige. Posing photos with Sundance director Eugene Hernandez. A pay-to-play perception of institutional validation. Attire understated, luxury a 9 Cartier. Carefully curated. Off-duty royal. Branding for the cameras. Narrative supporting Girl Scouts and empowerment. Utilizing a safe, charity-adjacent topic for PR restoration. Validating the shameless critique. The primary critique of the Sussexes at Sundance is the lack of sweat equity. Independent film is about struggle. Meghan and Harry's involvement in Cookie Queens feels like a luxury add-on. By buying their way into the credits, they aren't just supporting a film, they are displacing the focus from the filmmakers to themselves. The presence of the couple at the Rose Wagner Performing Arts Center was a spectacle that overshadowed the documentary's actual subjects. While the film is meant to highlight the grit and ingenuity of young girls, the headlines were dominated by Meghan's choice of footwear and Harry's puffer vest style. This is the Meghan effect. A controversial gravitational pull that centers every event around her own image, often at the expense of the cause she claims to champion. As the 2026 Sundance Film Festival continues, the debate over the Sussex's presence refuses to melt away with the snow. They have successfully forced their way into the room, but the question remains, does the industry respect them, or do they simply tolerate the checkbook? For Meghan Markle, the Sundance photo op may be a temporary win, but the controversy of how she got there will continue to haunt her brand.